Did you know that clearer vision can begin returning in just 24 hours just by giving the body the right kind of support? If your eyes have started to blur, if you're squinting more, holding books farther away, or noticing halos around lights at night, you're not alone and you're not helpless. Vision changes happen slowly for most of us, which makes them feel unavoidable. But here's the truth, your eyes are still alive. They're still capable of healing. What they're often missing, especially as we age, is the right fuel. In this video, we'll explore 5 specific vitamins that eye specialists and researchers quietly acknowledge as game changers for older adults. These aren't miracle cures, but for many people, when these nutrients are added back into the diet, the results can feel like a miracle. You'll learn what each vitamin does, why most seniors don't get enough of it, and how just a small daily habit might be the thing that makes the world look sharp again. Whether your goal is to read comfortably, see faces clearly, drive safely, or simply keep enjoying the view from your porch, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Number 1, vitamin A. One of the most common early signs of vision decline in older adults is struggling to see in low light. You might start to notice it when driving at dusk, trying to read in a dim room, or adjusting your eyes after turning off a lamp. This isn't just about getting older. It's often a sign of a lack of vitamin A. Vitamin A plays a direct role in forming a protein in the retina called rhodopsin, which your eyes use to sense light. Without enough of it, your eyes can't properly adapt to darkness. What's more, the structures in your retina can begin to wear down more quickly, increasing the risk of long-term vision loss. Now here's the tricky part. Many seniors think they're getting enough vitamin A just because they eat carrots now and then. But the real issue isn't always intake, it's absorption. As we age, our digestive systems can become less efficient at converting plant-based beta-carotene into usable vitamin A. That means you might be eating the right foods and still be deficient. That's why some eye doctors recommend getting vitamin A from animal-based sources like eggs, liver, or dairy, where the vitamin is already in its active form. For those who don't eat much animal protein, high-quality supplements can be a game changer, but they must be taken carefully as too much can build up in the body. Here's a story. George, 75, used to avoid driving after 6 p.m. because his night vision had become so unreliable. After a routine blood test revealed low vitamin A levels, his doctor worked with him to add specific foods and a gentle supplement to his diet. Within 2 weeks, his eyes started adjusting faster at night. Within a month, he was back behind the wheel in the evening, comfortably. It's not magic, it's biology, and it's often fixable. If your world dims before it should, vitamin A might be the first place to look. Number 2, vitamin C. If you've ever heard someone say their vision feels cloudy, like they're looking through a foggy window, there's a good chance they're beginning to develop cataracts. Cataracts are one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. But here's the part many people don't realize. Cataracts are strongly linked to oxidative stress in the eyes. And that's exactly where vitamin C steps in. Vitamin C isn't just for colds. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants in the body, and your eyes rely on it, especially the lens, the clear part that focuses light onto your retina. Over time, exposure to sunlight, pollution, and even the natural aging process creates unstable molecules called free radicals. These radicals damage proteins in the lens, which leads to cloudiness. In younger adults, vitamin C levels in the eye fluid are usually high, offering strong protection. But as we age, our ability to maintain those levels drops off. And if our diet doesn't include enough vitamin C-rich foods, that gap gets worse. That's why studies have found that people who consistently get more vitamin C tend to develop fewer cataracts. And when they do, those cataracts progress more slowly. In one study, older adults who took vitamin C supplements for at least 10 years had a 60% lower risk of needing cataract surgery compared to those who didn't. It's worth noting that real food sources seem to work best. Fresh citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli are all excellent options. Supplements can help fill the gap, especially for those who don't eat many fruits or vegetables. But the key is consistency. Let me tell you about Linda, age 69. Her ophthalmologist told her early cataracts were starting to form. Instead of waiting passively, she made one small change. She started drinking a fresh citrus smoothie every morning with a scoop of collagen powder and a handful of kale. A year later, her eye checkup showed no further progression. Her doctor was surprised. She wasn't. Sometimes the most powerful medicine doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from the produce aisle. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, vitamin E. Many seniors wake up one morning and realize that something's changed. Maybe the center of their vision has become blurry or colors don't seem as sharp as they used to be. That's often how macular degeneration sneaks in. It doesn't strike like lightning, it creeps silently, and it can rob you of the ability to read, recognize faces, or enjoy the beauty of the world around you. Vitamin E is your retina's best friend in the fight against this kind of decline. It's a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects the delicate tissues in your eyes from damage caused by free radicals, those unstable molecules that build up over time from things like sun exposure, poor diet, and even chronic stress. When the retina begins to break down, it's usually because the cells have been under attack for years. But with enough vitamin E, your eyes have a built-in defense system that can slow or even stop that destruction. In particular, vitamin E helps stabilize the membranes of retinal cells and keeps inflammation in check. Two crucial jobs when it comes to preserving central vision. A large study from the National Eye Institute showed that a combination of vitamin E, vitamin C, beta-carotene, and zinc could reduce the risk of advanced macular degeneration by 25% in high-risk individuals. That's not a small number. But here's where things get personal. Most seniors aren't getting enough vitamin E, not because they don't care, but because it's just not found in high amounts in typical American diets. You need foods like sunflower seeds, almonds, spinach, or avocado to get decent levels, and those aren't always regular staples. Let me share Carl's story. He was 80 when his eye doctor told him that macular degeneration was starting to form. Carl wasn't ready to give up reading his newspaper every morning, so he added a handful of almonds to his breakfast routine, switched to whole grains, and added a plant-based supplement with vitamin E. A year later, his condition hadn't worsened. In fact, his vision had sharpened just enough for him to go back to reading comfortably under natural light. A small change in what you eat can mean a big change in what you see. Vitamin E may not be flashy, but it's a quiet hero in the battle to protect your sight. Number 4, vitamin A1 to strengthen night vision and prevent dry eyes. If you've ever had trouble seeing clearly while driving at night, or found yourself blinking, often because your eyes feel dry, itchy, or sensitive to wind, it could be your body's way of saying it's low in vitamin A1. Vitamin A1 is essential for the maintenance of healthy vision, especially in low-light conditions. It's a critical part of the protein rhodopsin, which helps your retina absorb light and send clear signals to your brain. Without enough vitamin A1, the rods in your eyes, the cells responsible for seeing in the dark, simply stop working properly. That's why one of the earliest signs of a deficiency is night blindness. But that's not all. Vitamin A1 also plays a key role in keeping the surface of your eyes moist. It supports the production of mucus and the health of the cornea, the transparent outer layer that covers your eye. When levels are too low, you can experience dry eyes, corneal ulcers, and even long-term damage that isn't easily reversed. Most people think they're getting enough vitamin A, but the truth is, as we get older, our ability to convert plant-based sources of vitamin, like beta-carotene in carrots or sweet potatoes, into the active form drops significantly. That means we have to be more intentional about how we get it. There are 2 types of vitamin A preformed vitamin. A from animal sources like liver, eggs, and dairy, and provitamin A carotenoids from colorful vegetables. Both are important, but many seniors benefit from a balance of both or a well-formulated supplement. If diet alone isn't cutting it, James, 74, used to avoid night driving entirely because headlights made him squint and street signs looked fuzzy. He also complained that his eyes felt dry and sandy almost all day. After speaking with his doctor, he started incorporating eggs a few times a week, eating more orange vegetables, and taking a supplement with a modest dose of retinol palmitate, the active form of vitamin A. 2 months later, he could drive short distances at night again without anxiety. When your eyes have what they need, they can still surprise you. Don't overlook vitamin A1. It's one of the oldest, most trusted nutrients for preserving your night vision and eye comfort. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. L-ascorbic acid to protect against cataracts and support blood vessels in the eye. Cataracts don't arrive overnight. They build quietly, sometimes for years, until one day the world looks like you're seeing it through a fogged-up window. For many older adults, this clouding of the lens becomes the leading reason why vision fades, especially in bright light or while reading. But there's something powerful, simple, and often overlooked that can help slow that down. L-ascorbic acid. L-ascorbic acid isn't just for your immune system. It's a critical antioxidant that protects the lens of your eye from oxidative stress, the kind of stress that comes from exposure to ultraviolet light, pollution, poor diet, and just the wear and tear of aging. The lens, which should stay clear and flexible, is especially vulnerable to this kind of damage. But L-ascorbic acid helps keep it clean and strong by neutralizing the unstable molecules that cause it to turn cloudy. Beyond cataracts, L-ascorbic acid also plays an important role in maintaining the health of your retina. By supporting the network of tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your eyes. When these vessels weaken or get damaged, especially in people with diabetes or high blood pressure, your eyesight can suffer. L-ascorbic acid helps reinforce the walls of these blood vessels, keeping them flexible and resistant to rupture. Here's the thing, your body doesn't store L-ascorbic acid for long. You need a fresh supply every day. And while many people think a glass of orange juice does the trick, the truth is, processed juice loses much of its L-ascorbic acid quickly. Fresh fruits like kiwi, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli are far better choices. And for those who aren't getting enough through food, a daily supplement with bioavailable L-ascorbic acid can make a meaningful difference. Margaret, 77, noticed halos around lights and a haziness that made reading difficult. Her doctor told her she had early-stage cataracts. Rather than waiting for surgery, she took action. She started eating more raw fruits and veggies, cut back on processed foods, and took a L-ascorbic acid supplement daily. 6 months later, her cataracts hadn't progressed, and her vision, while not perfect, had improved enough that she could enjoy her crossword puzzles again without a magnifier. When it comes to preserving vision, prevention is more powerful than most people think. And L-ascorbic acid is one of the best natural tools you have to keep your eyes clear, your vessels strong, and your days a little brighter. Final thoughts. Serenity for an immense. When we're young, we take our eyesight for granted. But as we age, the small changes, a little blur here, some dryness there, can add up to big frustrations. The good news is, it's never too late to give your eyes what they truly need. These 5 vitamins aren't exotic or expensive, but when taken consistently and thoughtfully, they can help preserve your vision, reduce your risk of serious eye diseases, and even improve how you see the world each day. And remember, it's not just about avoiding damage. It's about improving your quality of life. Being able to read, drive, recognize faces, enjoy the view outside your window, those are things worth protecting. Every vitamin you take with purpose is an act of self-respect, of choosing to live not just longer, but better. If you found yourself saying, "I'll deal with this later," or "it's just part of getting old," I want to gently challenge that thinking. Aging brings changes, yes, but it also brings wisdom. The kind of wisdom that says, "I know what's important now." And clear vision, that's important. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.